guys, so in this video I am going to be talking about the Strength Feed training guide, which I am bringing out in collaboration with Shredded by Science. So I have had a lot of questions about this training guide and I just want to clear up absolutely everything. So firstly, this training guide is not the same thing as the guide that I'm releasing about tracking macros. The ultimate guide to tracking macros is something totally separate, and that is going to be coming out next month. So the Strength Feed training guide is coming out on the 28th of April to those who are on the email list, and then the 1st of May to everybody who isn't on the email list. And you can sign up for the email list by going to www.strengthfeed.com, and the link is in the description box below as well. So the Ultimate Guide to Tracking Macros was going to be coming out at the same time as the Strength Feed training guide, but given that the Ultimate Guide to Tracking Macros is a lot longer and so much more has been added to it, because I've been writing it for such a long period of time now and I've just kept adding more and more and more as I've been learning more and more and more. So it's now become absolutely enormous and there's so much information in there, but it was just not feasible to bring these two things out at the same time, given that the Ultimate Guide to Tracking Macros just goes into such great detail. Now it's just not possible. So let's talk about the Strength Feed training guide anyway, and then I will do a totally separate video on the Ultimate Guide to Tracking Macros in about 2 weeks time. So stay tuned for that and make sure you're subscribed. So the training guide is a perfectly customizable training guide, really. There are 3 different training templates, which mean that essentially you can do 3 totally different programs by doing this training guide. But not only that, you're able to learn kind of how to make your own training program so that you can use it now, but you can also use it after you finish the template in the guide, which is awesome because it's not just a 12-week guide. It means that you can then use it again and again and again, and you can mix it up, and you'll learn how to use progressive overload and all various different other aspects of training. So that's why it's really great, and that's why I think it's not good for only beginners, but it's also good for those who are advanced into their training, because it's perfect for a beginner because it teaches you how to structure your workouts well and all about stress management, so about how to recover properly from training and stuff, not only by actually recovering by stretching and stuff, but how to spread out your workout over a period of time so that you can actually recover from it, so that you can recover from training session to training session. And you'll also learn why going absolutely balls to the wall isn't necessarily the best thing to do, and it's just something which, if you're wanting to get strong, this is gonna help you get strong, and it really helps you shift the focus away from aesthetics and towards performance in the gym. And yeah, aesthetics, loads of us want to look amazing. I mean, that's why some people do get into fitness. I will admit that was why I got into fitness, but through getting into fitness, I learned that through focusing on my performance, then the body will come with that. And yes, there is a whole entire section about nutrition in this book which will help you fuel your workouts. It will help you, if you want to lose fat, then you'll be able to lose fat. If you want to put on muscle, you'll be able to put on muscle. If you want to maintain, you'll be able to maintain. And it covers if you don't want to track macros, it covers that as well. So that's why it just covers like all kind of aspects, and it also covers what actually gets you stronger and what volume is, what intensity is, what frequency is. There's an entire FAQ section which covers things like glute activation. Will I be able to get stronger without getting bulky? What do I do if I can't make it to the gym the amount of times that I need to be going? What do I do if I have to cut a session short? All that type of stuff it totally covers. So it helps you, it just gives you like real world ways of actually sticking to your training, because adherence is the most important thing in the long term. Yeah, it's all well and good having this perfect training program, but if you can't stick to the training program, and if the training program is just totally unrealistic to you, then it's absolutely no good to you, because, well, you're not sticking to it, and adherence is the most important thing. So it really just kind of covers absolutely every spectrum, from people who know a lot already to people who know absolutely nothing, and it's very easy to read. I've had people read it who don't know any, like some of my friends who don't know anything about training, and they're like, damn, this makes me want to get into training and start smashing gym sessions. So I don't know. We also speak about cardio, and there's over 100 exercises in the training guide, so you've got a lot of room to select exercises. So I'm gonna just run through kind of because some training guides you may see, they just give you the exact exercises that you need to do and you just need to rigidly stick to that. Whereas this is a little bit different. It gives you a little bit more flexibility, because let's say, I don't know, you may get a training guide where it's all perfectly laid out for you, but you may not have any of that equipment or machines in your gym. So this kind of helps you, and it not only just for that reason, but it also is like, you may absolutely bloody hate Bulgarian split squats. So you may not want to do Bulgarian split squats. You may want to choose something else. So it kind of helps you, because it teaches you what is a vertical pull, what is a vertical push, what is a horizontal press. It teaches you all these random things which you may hear and you're just like, the hell is that? But it teaches you which exercises fit in with that term, so that then, let's say, I don't know, you go on holiday or something, you kind of know the fundamental things that you need to get done. You know that maybe that day you need to get a horizontal pull done, you need to get a hip hinge done, you need to get a vertical press done. And it just means that you can adapt easily, and this is kind of the beauty of learning the things behind what you're doing. It means that you can just put it into practice a whole lot easier. And ever since I actually understood these things, it totally revolutionized my way of training. Because wow, I mean, I used to absolutely hammer my shoulders in one session. I would do so many sets on my shoulders, and my shoulders, I would walk out being like, I can't even move my arms. And my body couldn't possibly recover from. So it teaches you how to set up your workouts in a way which you're actually able to recover from. I touched on this earlier, but I'm going to talk about it again, because you don't have to do full body sessions every time. We set it up in a way so that you get to choose whether you want to do full body sessions or whether you want to do push and pull and leg sessions, or it's basically like that. So you literally are the one who selects how your split is going to be like, and that's what I really like about this, the way that we've done it. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just biased, but when you see inside, I think you're gonna like it. I'm sorry if I suddenly look a little bit more rough. I have just been to the gym, which you guys would have seen in a video or two. But okay, so what I'm just going to quickly talk about is the actual programming itself. This is a 12-week program, and within the 12 weeks there are 3 mesocycles. You will learn exactly what a mesocycle is in the actual training guide, but it basically means there are 3 4-week blocks where you will be doing different exercises and different weights and stuff to ensure that you are maximizing the amount of strength that you're going to be gaining, and it also keeps things pretty fun, I guess. So what happens is, in each of the 4-week blocks, you get to choose the frequency of the amount of times that you are going to be going to the gym. So you can choose 3, 4 or 5 days. And the reason why we haven't added 6 or 7 days is because, well, for this purposes of this program, that isn't necessary, because you're going to get awesome results from either of these 3 amounts. So then guys, you have a few options. So we give out example programs that you can follow. So we give out, within each of the 3 mesocycles, we give out a totally different program. So within the guide there are a lot of different example workouts that you can follow. Sorry guys, for some strange reason that file seems to have gone corrupt, so I can't put that video in here anymore. But essentially what I was saying was, so we give you the examples and you can follow these examples and you can follow them perfectly and get incredible results. But if you want to kind of maybe choose a few different exercises, we give you the perfect ability to do this, which is why we have this massive exercise library of over 100 exercises at the back of the guide, because then it means that now that you've learned what a hip hinge is and what a vertical press is and what a, you know, all these different types of exercises, it means that you're able to slot it in. So say you really want to do cable rows, then you're able to do that because you know it's a horizontal pull. It just means that you're able to do the training that you want to do and just make sure that you're totally enjoying it and that it's not something that's rigid. If you want to mix it up, it means that you can, and it also means that, because we really strongly advise you to keep the kind of compound movements consistent over the 12 weeks, because then you get to see really how much you have improved. Let's take the squat for an example. You will start squatting with, you know, X amount of weight, and then over a period of time, after doing it consistently for 12 weeks, then you will really see the results. So that's kind of what I was saying in this clip. I can't remember exactly because it's all just vanished, because, you know, I'm really lucky with technology, so it seems. So I hope this has clarified anything, and if you have any questions, please make sure to comment them below and make sure you're subscribed to the email list, because those who are on the email list are going to be able to buy this guide on the 28th of April. Whoop. and you'll receive it straight away. And then obviously the ultimate guide to speed tracking macros is going to be, you'll be able to buy it for a cheaper rate if you're on the email list for that little weekend short little period where it's pre-release. Only those on the email list will be able to do that. By the way guys, if you found anything in this video slightly confusing, especially when I showed the screenshot of the example, do not worry, because when you actually have the guide, everything is explained. Because remember, it's not about just having the program and just following that, it's also about learning why you're doing what you're doing, and that is what Shredded by Science and I have just created for you, so that you guys can learn and so that you guys can actually get something out of this, so that it's not just a short-term quick fix. We want it to be a long-term thing, so that you're learning hella stuff and you can just be sick. Not like vomiting sick, I mean like awesome. I don't know. But I hope this has helped you guys, and please leave a comment below if you're excited. Get using #StrengthFeedGuide if you are going to be purchasing the guide, because I want to see who's getting involved in the community, you know. So also, by the way, there's going to be an exclusive Facebook group for anybody who purchases this guide, where I will also be doing live streams, which is only for those who have purchased the guide. So it's gonna be cool, and we're gonna get an awesome community together. So thanks guys.